Hi everybody, good morning. This is Jennifer and I'm getting ready to kit up my next diamond painting project. I'm almost done with my Ever Moment. So I'm going to kit up my Houcan. I'm going to hopefully try to start my Houcan either tomorrow or Monday, I'm praying. But as some of you know, I bought these Craftmate lockables the other day. I'm gonna go get another one for my Sons of Anarchy project that's sitting back here. So I'm going to do this. This is the first. I've never used these, so this is going to be fun for me. So, let's see if I can get these out. These are hard to... Really? Why don't it come out? I think it's... Is it taped in there? Or is it just me? Oh, there we go. They're hard to get out. Alright. I've watched other people use these, and it's like you push the thing to open all of these at one time, so, which is a good thing. So that helps. And I'm gonna bring my Houcan over here so that I can see the key, because it doesn't have an inventory sheet. So I'm going to bring this over here. I'm not organized this morning, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's one of those mornings. I'm trying to do 3 different things, trying to get the house kind of straightened up before I do my live stream today. So anyway, okay. My glass case. My first one is 154. I had started putting these in this container, but when I got these, I said, you know what, I'm gonna use these because everybody seems to like these. So I don't know how much these hold, but we're gonna do this in little because there's a lot of these in this. So, but we're starting with 154. And don't mind the background. I have the TV on. I was watching the news and listening to the weather because we are supposed to get some kind of precipitation tomorrow. Not sure. Well, yeah, tomorrow. Into Monday. So I'm not sure if it's going to be rain, if it's going to be snow, what it's going to be. So yeah, we're going to go from there and see what happens. My kids are hoping that it's snow. So, and I'm going too fast here. Whoa. I wish I hadn't. I have a different tray. I should have done this, but I put too many in there. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all of these in here. So, I do have. It's a good thing I have these round containers then, I guess, because I'm being a dumb bunny, not thinking. And they're not staticky. That's the good thing. So now I know a lot of, damn it. Well, there went that. I just knocked all of them onto the floor. Lovely. No, that's my fault. Here I am trying to do a kitting up video, and I just make a big mess. Oh well, won't be the first time. I had to stop on my ever moment because those of you that were on my live the other night or the other day know that I ran out of a color, but I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it without that color. One of my subscribers and my best friend had the same color, so I'm gonna be prepared. I have plenty of that color coming, so that's the good thing. Nothing like spilling them, I'm telling you. I had a feeling this this was gonna happen. Oh well, it'll be the first time that's happened. Good grief. I'm telling you. And I'm trying to get them all up because I don't feel like... yeah. So, I can get... they're not staticky, but they are sticking to my hand. I mean, they weren't staticky when I pulled them out of the bag, so that was the good thing. And if there are any that are on my chair... they're probably on the floor now. They're in my chair. And I don't think I'm gonna, well, yes I will. Sorry guys. This is just a way to start off the morning, I'm telling you. But that's okay. I'll have to get, my daughter's got better eyesight than I do, so she can pull them out of the chair with my Numerical tweezers. Hopefully we won't have that problem again. Wow. I'm a clumsy person, I'm telling you. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Anyway, I ran out of one color working on my Ever Moment, which was kind of odd. I wasn't expecting that. And let me see if I got my tweezers. See if I can get the ones out of the thing. And it was kind of like, really? You know, I mean, yeah, I wasn't really upset. I was just kind of like, you're kidding me, right? And so, but it's not going to stop me from working on it. I didn't work on it yesterday because I'd gone to the grocery store and all that good junk and did what I needed to do. So I did that and came home and just kind of relaxed for the rest of the day and just kind of went from there. And I'm gonna use, hold on guys, stand by, I'm gonna get a different tray. Okay. Good thing my daughter had a white tray with a funnel on it. So, sorry guys, my white tray is being used. So, like I said, we're supposed to get some kind of precipitation this weekend, and not sure if it's rain or what. Then, as some of you know about the government shutdown, I get food stamps. It's not a lot, but I still get food stamps. And so I got next month's food stamps this month, yesterday actually. So I went and stocked up at I went to Sam's, stocked up, and go turn that off, please. And bring me my phone, bud. Sorry, my little man. My phone went up. Bring me my phone. My little man, my little dude. Thank you. My anyway. Sorry. Lifing over here. So that happened. So I went and bought food for the month, and got that for the month, and then I'm just kind of praying that I won't have to worry about no food next month because of this government shutdown. So, okay, now what I do on my, when I'm labeling, is I don't put the symbol because, I don't know how to do the symbol. And to me, the symbol is a little more confusing than what I would, you know, like, and it gets me confused. So, but I have extras, so that's the good thing. I'm keeping those there because I know that I will have an issue when, that way, if I run out, and I'm going to keep them next to my chair, or next to my drafting table, so that when and if I run out in this craftable, in this lock meat, which I wasn't going to get one just because I didn't know how hard it would be to open and shut these, but they don't seem to be that hard. I thought it was going to be harder to shut them. All you do is just push the button to shut them, and this one's not going to want to shut. So, but my daughter will have to get those off the thing. I'm trying to stay up close to my dining room, to my table, because if I don't, I'll end up with a whole mess of them on the floor again. So I haven't really actually used these with a project yet, so this will be my first time, and I'm hoping that because everybody seems to have, you know, giving good reviews. Some of the people that I'm subscribed to, well, most of the people I've noticed are using them. So, and they seem to like them. So, which is the good thing. And if I like them, I think I'm gonna use these this time. Now, I do know my Sons of Anarchy diamond painting that's next after my Houcan has round to it, rather round drills, so I won't be having to yeah, I probably won't have to worry about changing that so much. So, and I will buy bags to put my extras in case And of course, I may not buy another lockable for this. I may just go ahead and, you know, figure out which ones out of this one I would need. For that, why do that when, you know, I don't need to make a whole lot of work for myself? But I'm one of those ones that I do things the hard way. So, yeah, I like to do things the hard way sometimes. I'm trying not to pour too many in here because it doesn't look like I need to put. It doesn't look, I know I'm not going to get all these in here, so. But anyway, so yeah. Okay, that's extras. Now, what do I do with the extras? Okay. Now, I'm trying to wake up this morning. I'm tired. It's not that I don't sleep, so, but so far I really, really like these. I mean, it's just getting, damn it. Sorry. I know, I'm cussing, sorry. But I really, really like these so far. So that's the good thing. All right, 315. That's 815. Da, 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 da. Guess I should put these out where I can see the colors. I had asked everybody's opinion about doing a kitting up video before I did this, and everybody thought, well, why don't you? It's, you know, a lot of people do it, and they just sit and talk about, you know, stuff. So I said, okay, might as well. And I know, you know, even though people say, oh, you're boring, you're disorganized. Yeah, okay. And, you know, I had one of these, I don't know if you want to call her, I guess she's a troll stalker or whatever. She just started, you know, commenting on my channel, like the first person that I had issues with. And she said my craft area was disorganized. Okay, well, one thing I will tell you, I get that from my mother. I know where everything is, so it's not like, I mean, yeah, sometimes I'll sit here and I'll be like, okay, I need to get this, and then I'll think, okay, now where did I put it? Knowing exactly where I put it, but it's a habit. I've watched my mother do it. My mother has, my mother is a quilter, and she's worse than me. I mean, seriously, the woman is worse than me. And okay, I need to get these over here. And she's way worse than I am when it comes to, you know, that kind of stuff. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna try that here. And so it's, I didn't used to be that like that. I mean, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But I didn't used to have that problem. But I think after learning how to cross stitch and starting to collect stash, and same thing with diamond painting. No, I don't have a stash yet. I wish I did. I mean, some of y'all make me jealous. I'm just kidding. Because I would love to have diamond paintings, you know, like all these people. There's a couple people that I've watched that have like hundreds and hundreds of diamond paintings, and I would love to have that. But I don't have the money right now to be forking out for that. I wish I did, because okay, those are extras. It would really make, it would I mean, I would really love to have that. So, okay, these are empty. I'm talking to myself again, as you will see. I talk to myself a lot, and sometimes good thing is I don't answer myself. My kids laugh at me when I do. I talk to myself. Mom, you're crazy. You talk to yourself. Okay, it's just so I remember where I put stuff. But I would love to have that many diamond paintings, and it, you know, would be nice. I wish I did. So that is kind of a, I don't know, I don't want to say a goal, I guess. This one I didn't put in here, I didn't have in this. But like I've said before, you know, I'm redecorating around here, and I'm trying to do stuff, trying to do diamond paintings and cross stitch that, come on, get out of there, that would go with my interior, which I don't, you know, it's not a big deal, but I'm one of those ones that likes to, now the first one's done. As you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, I put this in a numerical order. I don't do the symbol like I said earlier, because it's easier for me just to look at the color, look at the symbol, and then go on to the, and then go on to my key and say, okay, this is, you know, the number, and I'm just gonna do this away, leave it out like this. I knew that was gonna happen. How did I know that was gonna happen? Okay, 414, and we need 415. Okay, we're gonna do this way this time. What's next? I know I should have done this before, but I wasn't thinking when I started this. So yes, I'm a little disorganized, guys. So I'm, you know, but I've been told, and from my mother and other crafters, it comes with being a crafter, and not everybody is organized. I've seen people who's, you know, their, you know, craft areas organized, and I would love to have that, but I'm not that lucky. And because I don't have a big space to do that. I mean, I wish I did. It would make, you know, it would be nice. That way, you know, I could have my own little area. I mean, kind of I do now, just because the boys and Munchkin, my daughter Miranda, go in their room. All right, we're gonna have issues opening this. Apparently, what I've been told, it's harder to open these the first time around. I kind of do already, because they, okay, these are going to be a pain in my butt. I'm not going to stay on, and that's going to make me mad. kind of do already because my kids, you know, I know I have this. Do I? Alright, I'm missing a color, and I don't know where it's at. I'm hoping that, guys, I'm sorry, I'm missing a color, and I'm hoping that I didn't misplace it. I want to make sure because I did do, when I did inventory, I had them all here. So, I know some of you are watching who trolling my channel. No, I'm disorganized one. You're just going to have to deal with it. Because right now, I'm missing this color. That's weird. Okay. Maybe I'll find it. No, these are all those. Okay. Either I'm losing it or I'm blind. Okay. Ha ha. It was hidden under my under something. No, I'm recording. Please go. That was my little dude, as you all know. He likes to come out when I'm doing videos. I think he just likes to come out and, you know, make his presence known. And he likes to do that. And he came back in. He came in yesterday from school and he looked at me. He says, "Mommy, what? You know you can do this to your channel?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Something about copywriting my YouTube channel. Now, I didn't know what he was talking about. I was looked at him, I was like, "What are you talking about, honey?" He's like, "Yeah." "Okay, you say so. I didn't know you could do that, but okay." He's like, "Well, everybody's doing it." Okay. So, I guess it's a new thing. I didn't know anything about that. But he says, yeah, you can do that. I'm going to have to put another one because this one doesn't want to stick. It's not happy. I am not happy about that at all. So, yeah, I was like, okay, I didn't know that, you know, okay, you're just telling me that now. I didn't know that. And he's just started laughing. He says, yeah, a lot of people are doing it on YouTube. And I'm like, okay, well, just because everybody else is doing it doesn't mean that Mommy is. And I said, I've never heard about this. And, yeah, you didn't know that? No. And, yeah, he was letting me in on all this. I looked at him. I said, how do you know this? How do you know all this? Mommy doesn't know this. And he was like, because I watch YouTube. Now, I mean, he does. He watches a couple of YouTubers. One is a family channel. They're called FGTV. And I like watching them because the family's hilarious. They are the most funniest people I have ever watched, and it's, you know, it's a family, you know, they're a family, and, you know, the father has, is the one that started the channel, and he, he and the kids, they play, you know, video games like Mario. I mean, there's video games that I'd never even heard of, and he plays with his kids, and it's kind of cool. And there was one, I can't remember what it's called. There is one that they play, it's about Bigfoot, and I don't know, I've never, you know, heard of this game. And he likes watching them, they're funny. And then there's a couple others on there. They, of course, they have the new, I guess the new Spider-Man game out for one of the game systems, and, well, we don't have the game system. We have the Xbox, but they're playing this game on, I think it's PlayStation 4, and he likes watching them because it's kind of cool. And I was watching it, you know, and I like watching it with him because it's kind of, you know, cool what they, you know, watching, you know, these guys that, you know, do gaming, and they, you know, play. Now, there's some channels that I don't let him watch, just because, I mean, not that, you know, I don't want him to watch, you know, guys, these people playing games, but there are some on there that I don't let him watch, just because, there's been a couple that he's watched that they cuss right and left. Now, mind you, I cuss, you know, no, I don't cuss on my videos very often. When I do, you know, it's, you know, there's a reason. But, no, there's this one, and you know, I like watching him. I watch him, and I do it when, you know, I watch it with him when, you know, he's watching, or when he wants to watch, and I'll sit and watch it with him. But there's this one guy, he's lewd, but the games that he plays, let's see if I can get some more on here. I don't want to overdo it. No, I'm gonna leave it just like that. Don't want to overdo it. He cusses up a storm, but he's funny. And I don't particularly like watching this guy, but I mean, I watch him because he's funny. I mean, and he plays some really good games. And trash. I don't have a trash thing. Yeah, I'm thinking, guys. I'm sorry. And I like watching the games because some of these games, those of you that are gamers know that they do have games that have a story, you know, campaign behind them. And I like watching those because I do get, you know, play a couple games. I play Call of Duty and Skyforge, and there's another one, and I play those, but I don't do these hardcore games that some of these people play. And Um, I watch those, and I mean, I enjoy playing them. I don't play a lot like, you know, my boys do. If I did, I'd never get anything done, and I definitely wouldn't be sitting here kitting up and diamond painting either. But yeah, I mean, they have, you know, some games. I mean, I used to play Atari, so it's kind of nice that there are these channels that do play games, and for kids that, you know, that that kids can watch. And it's kind of cool because you don't see that very often. And it kind of is nice because he can sit here and he can sit here and learn about, you know, the game. So anyway, but yeah, he likes to come out and make his little appearances, and just so everybody knows that he's here. And what people, I mean, I've had complaints, and, you know, and I don't mean to sit here and complain and bitch and moan and groan, but I've had, you know, people who've had issues with my kids, you know, coming out on the videos and or during lives, and you know, I think, and I've had a couple people tell me, you know, that's what makes your videos unique, because your kids like to be a part of what you're doing. And yeah, I mean, they do. Now my older son, I mean, he's a gamer, so he's always back there trying to, he's always in, because he has his own Xbox in his room, which I'm getting ready to hopefully get him another one, because he needs one for himself that's not broken. And that's a long story. So he plays, you know, his online games on his Xbox, and he hasn't done a video lately, so he's kind of, I don't know why, I guess because it would be the same thing over and over again, because he doesn't have his Xbox, he can't play the disc. And the reason behind that, I was trying to move it one day, and I was going to bring it out here in the living room. And this was before we got the other Xbox, because we have two Xbox ones. One my parents bought them, or bought for everybody for Christmas. And anyway, I was bringing it out here in the living room while I tripped. And when I did, the Xbox went flying. Well, not flying. I dropped it. And when I dropped it, I had it in my hand like this. The Xbox was in my hand. Well, when I fell, it went like that, and it fell out of my hands. I mean, it just face down. And so he can't play any disc games. He can do online games, and I think he's getting bored of those, just because There are not that many online games for him to play. So he's kind of, yeah. But anyway. So, there are, how many colors in this? I'm going to get back to this because y'all don't want to hear about that. There are 40 colors in this. So, and I'm doing pretty good so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I've already done 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's good. So, now, 902. Some of these, because there was so much in, you know, the bags, I'm going to keep them in these containers, like I said earlier. And I'm going to put them next to, on my craft table. So this is usually my dining room table. But because my kids and we don't really eat at the table anymore. I know. Y'all are going to say, well, what are your family values? It's always been like that here. I mean, I was made when I was little to sit at the dining room table when I was younger to eat. And I hated it. We couldn't watch TV. It was supposed to be family time. Well, that was kind of boring because it was like, and I hope I just didn't overdo this. I'm gonna hope and pray that I didn't. But yeah, it's just kind of like, you know, my parents, you know, I mean, we're gonna do this the easy way. Okay. My parents were really, really, I guess you want to say sticklers. They were strict. They weren't strict, but yeah, it was enough. And I was the black sheep of the family. Yes, I'm, you know, now I can admit it now. I mean, I'm almost 50 years old. I'm going to admit it now. I'm going to own up to it. But I was a black sheep of the family. Now, I'm not saying, you know, that's something to be proud of, because it's not, you know. And a lot of the stuff that I did when I was younger, I did it to get my parents' attention. But my mother, being the person that she is, she hated it because I guess my dad was one of those ones that, you know, that felt that, you know, she's doing it to get attention. And, you know, he always was there for me, which I think kind of made my mother a little, I don't know, upset, I guess. And, you know, I didn't do it to make my mother mad. I just did it because it was, I don't know. I think I was kind of jealous because, you know, especially, you know, and I think it's petty. It probably is. I don't know. I think it was petty that you know, I was the oldest child. And then, you know, my mother had 3 girls, and then she adopted a little boy. Well, that little boy happened to be one of my little boy before, and she adopted him, and I was kind of jealous. So I did a lot of stuff to, you know, try to get attention. And, you know, and it kind of made my mother upset because my dad would always be there, and he would basically have my back, clean up my messes, and my mother hated that. And, you know, and looking back on it now, you know, I can't blame her, because I get it. Not that any of my kids were like that, because they weren't, but I get it. So the dining room table issue, I just I decided when I started having my own kids that, you know, I would try it, and if my kids, you know, didn't like it, then, you know, I wasn't going to force it. And I don't force it. And they rather, you know, use TV trays or, you know, those little lap, whatever they are, things that, you know, you get for people when you want to feed them breakfast in bed. And that's what they do. And, you know, I used to get a lot of flack for that. But, you know, like I said, this is my dining room table and it's my craft table. So I'm going to keep these, you know, next to my, come on. And these are hard to open when you first get them. I haven't opened them. I haven't even touched them until today. So, yeah, I use my dining room table as my craft table, and I'm going to sit the extras that I need, or the extras for, you know, this over next to it in case I run out. So, but I'm really excited about starting this because I want to start this. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and I'm ready to start this. You know, it's sad, but that, you know, now, this is my big 939. They're not all going to fit in here, I'll tell you now. So, I'm just going to put some in my tray. I'm going to keep this bag because I'm going to keep the big bag to hold these in, because I'm not going to try to put them in another container after this. It would be kind of, even though it probably would be a little more, you know, organized, but I'm going to leave it. And I don't want to, like, you know, overflow it or fill it up too much. And then I got to figure out how to, I wish I had one of those little scoops. And I don't even know where to get one. I was going to take I guess a spoon and do that. But I don't know. I'll have to look around here and see if I have something that I can use for scooping these out. I'm trying to think if I have anything. I don't think I do, but that doesn't mean I can't find something to use until then. And I know this is taking 49 minutes. I'm looking at it, and I'm sorry. I'm running my mouth. I'm trying to talk in the process and, you know, catch you guys up on everything. The last couple of days have been okay. I did have an issue with little dude's school. He came home the other night with a, I don't know, it was a red mark on his face, like right below his right eye. And I didn't know what it was. And those of you that were in my live, you probably heard it. He got hit with basketball in gym. Well, I asked him, you know, I said, you know, Sky, did you tell your gym teacher? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. And I said, did you go to the nurse? No. Why? She just told me to put water on it. I'm like, what? So, I didn't think anything of it. So, you know, I was like, well, it doesn't look too bad. You'll be okay. And, well, he went to school yesterday. Well, the Thursday night, before going to bed, I went in to tuck him in, and the spot where he was hit with this basketball was swollen. So I looked at him and I said, "Son, what's going on?" And he was like, "Well, Mom, yeah." And I said, "Well, that doesn't tell me anything, sweetie." And he was like, "Well, do I not have this color either?" Oh, no, it's over here, hiding underneath my rolling pin, which is in a really wrong place. So, I called to school yesterday and told, you know, I talked to one of the administrators, and I told them, you know, what had happened. And I told her, I said, you know, I'm letting you know about this because I just didn't want you all to think that I beat the crap out of my kid. I don't do that. And, you know, they've known me enough. They know me. They worked with me. And she looked at me. She sat there and she says, "No, that's not your MO. You're good." Okay. There's 3328. Well, where's 3326? I really hope I'm not, like, missing. I'm not prepared, guys, so just bear with me. Oh, no, that's not it. This one. Duh. But I still have to find that color. Oh, no, it's not 3326. I'm blind. Okay. So, I said, okay. So, the homeschool liaison called me back. And she wanted me to tell her again what was going on because she works in the nurse's office and helps the nurse out. And I told her, I said, well, he's telling me what happened. And I said, but he didn't go to the nurse. He didn't get sent to the nurse. She says, no, we didn't see him. And I said, well, his eye is swollen. And she was like, really? I said, yeah, Kathy, it's swollen. And, so she said, well, that should have been an automatic send down to us. And I was like, yeah, no. What? Can you wait? I can't hear you. Yes. So she says, I'll find out. And I never heard back. But my point is, what if he'd really hurt himself? What if, you know, he was seriously injured and, you know, my son told her, and from what Skylar told me, she acted like she didn't care. But, I mean, you know, I don't know because I wasn't there. And it's like I told, you know, the principal and, or the vice principal and the homeschool liaison, I wasn't there. So I don't know if, you know, he's just telling me this because, you know, maybe he didn't tell her. I don't know. So, anyway, who knows? So anyway, now we're going to the next color, 3371, which is right here. So, that's, alright guys, I filled this whole side up, running my mouth, rambling on about my issues. I'm sorry, you guys don't need to hear about my freaking life, because, you know, to me, I think it's boring, but you never know. Alright, I'm having problems here because they're all stuck in here. They're stuck to the plastic. That's the funny thing. They're all stuck in the plastic. See, it's all was stuck to that plastic. That's going to be fun. Okay. So, but he's okay. I mean, it was just, you know, like, how do you tell a gym teacher? And then she just kind of passes it off. I don't know. But like I said, he could have probably, you know, didn't, I mean, he probably told her, and, you know, either that or he didn't tell her. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't, but who knows? I'm almost done. So I'm going to just go ahead and put there. Alright, we'll stop there. That way. So, I'm really excited. I want to use these, and I can't wait to try them. I mean, not that I, you know, I mean, the first time, yeah, they're a little hard to open, but, I think once I keep opening them, they might get a little harder, I mean, a little easier to, open, which is fine. So, anyway, it's just my poor finger hurts from opening them all up. And I know a lot of you are probably asking, why did you do it this way? Why are you taking them out of your containers already? Because I want to try this. Like I said, you know, I've seen everybody's reviews, and I want to try it. You know, and I mean, I'll keep these for, you know, storage or whatever. I probably will put my square diamonds in this for my Ever Moment, but I haven't got that far yet because I need to get something for them, for my square, you know, extra stash, whatever. And I'm trying to come up with a good system for that. I mean, I know a lot of people have, you know, a big, huge, you know, stash that they have, what is it, the Doris. So, yeah, I'm trying to come up with something for that. But until then, I'll use these, or, you know, even keep the bags and just take the labels off of them and store them in something. I could make a, what is it, a closet like what Dearly Crafted made. I haven't got that far yet. I'm still trying to, because I don't know what other people have and what, you know, other people's ideas are, because I want to come up with as many ideas, you know, look at everybody's ideas, other people's ideas, and come up with my own and figure that out. And I mean, I've been thinking too, the Tic Tac containers, and I'm thinking about those too, but I'm not sure yet. So, and I'm thinking I might want to do it so that my daughter Miranda and I can share the the drill stash, but I haven't got that far yet. But like I said, I want to see what everybody's, you know, ideas are, and before I make any kind of permanent decision. I was thinking about in the, what is it, the tool section of like Walmart, they have those little that little, what do you call it, thing for like screws and stuff, the little drawers that, yeah, I was thinking about those, but then I thought, well, you know, those aren't really deep and big for diamonds, so I'm gonna watch other people's ideas. If you know anybody that, you know, does that has organization like that, you know, ideas for, you know, storage of that, please, you know, let me know, and I will, you know, watch it, because I'm, you know, I'm trying to find, I don't know how that got over there, an idea for that, so that, I mean, I want it to be something that, you know, I can sit here on the craft table, and then if my daughter needs, you know, to kit up something, then, you know, it's there, and same thing. But you know, if you know anybody that has an idea like that, please let me know. I would be greatly interested in that issue. Gosh, there's not that many in this one. That's one color. That's all I got. So, yeah, I only need 5, and they gave me more than 5, which, that's fine, that works. It's kind of funny having it in one of these containers, and there's not that many in here, but that's okay. 772. So, but yeah, I'm excited to finish my Ever Moment today, or hopefully this weekend. I want to finish it this weekend because I want to start this, but I really want to start my Sons of Anarchy, but as you guys voted, so I'm gonna get my Ever Moment finished so I can start this, so, because I know, I'm hoping you guys aren't getting bored watching the Ever Moment, you know, I feel bad, but I wish I could finish them in a week like Mrs. Coffee does, but see, she doesn't get the big ones like I do. I like the big ones because it gives me something to work on, and I know what I really want to get. I know a lot of you have been watching the, what's her name, Crayola Pix, that does the Great Wall of China. Oh my gosh. That is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in my life. And I wish I could get it. But yeah, it's a lot. It's crazy. I was looking at it, or actually one of my subscribers was telling me that it was on sale for, I think she told me, $48, $49. If I had the money, I'd buy it. And because I'll put it in my living room, or not my living room, but in my hallway, because I have 2 bare walls in my hallway that don't have anything on them. They used to have pictures, but oh yeah, if that would be something. I mean, that's just, that thing is huge, and it's gorgeous, and every time I watch her time-lapse videos of her doing this. It's amazing. I don't know if it's a full drill or what, but it looks like it is. I'm not sure, because she goes, when she does her video, it's really, really fast. So I don't really get to, I didn't really pay much attention. But that is just the most awesome looking picture, diamond painting I have ever seen. And it's gorgeous. And yeah, I was like, yeah, okay. So that's one that I would love to have. Okay, that one's done. Now, I don't have that many more to do. I'm almost done kitting this up. And then I can upload this and y'all can stop and be going, yay, she's done being boring. I'm not trying to be boring, trust me. 3839. And I'm getting hungry in the process. I haven't had my breakfast yet this morning, which I don't usually eat breakfast. I don't know why. I just don't. But I think I got it all. We'll see. Alright. 3828. 3839. I'm checking here, guys. Sorry. 3860. 3861. And 3864. Okay. Alright, that's those. Gosh. That's all I got left. Alright. Now. Come on. Really? Okay. So what's first again? 3828. There's not many in that, so. But, I mean, these colors are pretty. And I'm not really one of those ones that likes bright pictures. I mean, I will. I mean, like, for instance, my daughter's butterfly explosion that she's doing. That's pretty. But I don't know if it's, I think I've always been like that, where I like, you know, neutral, kind of dark colors like that. I don't know if that's just, my preference. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I think I've always been like that. And, you know, to me, colors like, you know, this color, 3860, I think it's pretty. It's just me. So, who knows? But, I mean, then again, I do like, you know, bright. I like looking at some of the bright colors. And, but, like, my living room behind me is nothing but brown. I mean, I have a light brown couch and I don't know what you want to call it, grayish grayish, brownish, I guess what you want to call it, recliner, and my curtains are brown. So, you know, and I don't know why I'm like that. I guess I'm just, you know, I don't know. I'm just one of those ones. Come on, why won't you shut? Oh, hello, there's one there. Why are you in there? Really? You're gonna get stuck in here and I can't shut you? So yeah, that's just my, I guess it's just my color preference. I don't know. I mean, same thing when I do nail polish. And I like the neutral, like, you know, colors, and it's just me. Okay, all kitted up. Now I don't have an inventory sheet, and I can't, you know, put a I wish I did have an inventory sheet. Would be nice. So I am going to, I know that like on the binder there is a, what do you call it, this thing that I think what I'm going to do is write what it is on here. I'm being paranoid. Maybe it's me. Okay. I feel paranoid because I don't want to be my luck. So that is done, and it's all set. Now I'm gonna, can I get it out of here? I was gonna write on it, but come on, come on. There we go. I do know that on my Sons of Anarchy one I won't, but oops. There. And I'll just put this in here. And put it in there. And now, and of course now, I got it on my finger. Now this is all ready for my, and of course there's some here. I don't know what they are. Now I'm all ready. So, as you can see, I've done all of them. So I'm all ready. I am not going to put the extras in here. I'm going to leave the extras in the containers that are over here. But yeah, I'm ready now to start this project. Hopefully, like I said, that'll be I'm hoping Monday at the most, because it's been one of those days, it's been one of those weeks, and of course I didn't diamond paint yesterday. So this is ready for me to work on and for me to start. So I'm gonna hope and pray I can start it. So that's me kitting that up and using the Craftmate lockables. I know, probably boring, right? I'm sorry. But I've seen a lot of people do kitting up and just thought it would be, you know, fun. So this is ready for my next project, and I will see you all next time. And as always, you know, you guys can leave leave comments, you know, questions. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. You know, like the video if you haven't liked it. And I will see you all later on, and have a good day.